Town Houston.
It's a story that we've been following closely for weeks. Last week, FBI agents arrested the group president, Jeffrey Fay Pike, at his home in Conroe, along with 2 other leaders in San Antonio.
Jeffrey Pike, the most dangerous Bandidos president. A deadly shootout, secret murders, drug empires, and a ruthless leader who ruled through fear. Jeffrey Pike wasn't just another biker boss. He was the man who turned the Bandidos Motorcycle Club into one of the most feared outlaw organizations on the planet. Under his command, loyalty was enforced with blood, rivals were eliminated without hesitation, and violence became policy. This is the terrifying true story of Jeffrey Fay Pike, the most dangerous leader the Bandidos ever had. Early life and entry into the Bandidos. Jeffrey Fay Pike was born in 1959, but unlike many criminal figures, his early life remains largely hidden in shadows. There are very few confirmed details about his childhood, his upbringing, or what shaped his mindset. And that silence speaks volumes. What is known is this. By the age of 20, Pike made a decision that would define the rest of his life. In 1979, he joined the Bandidos Motorcycle Club. At the time, the Bandidos were already developing a reputation as a violent outlaw organization, especially in Texas. This wasn't a social club. This wasn't about weekend rides. Joining the Bandidos meant total loyalty, or else. From day one, Pike showed absolute commitment. No hesitation, no half measures. His loyalty never wavered, and in the outlaw biker world, loyalty is currency. Rising through the ranks, Pike didn't rise fast by accident. He understood how outlaw clubs worked: hierarchy, discipline, and fear. He followed orders when needed and commanded respect when the time came. Other members noticed. Leadership noticed. Slowly but steadily, Pike climbed the ranks. He proved he could lead men who lived outside the law, men who respected strength above everything else. He showed he could enforce rules, settle disputes, and protect the club's interests at any cost. By 2006, Jeffrey Pike reached the highest position possible. He became national president of the Bandidos Motorcycle Club. From that moment on, Pike wasn't just a biker. He was the final authority over one of the most dangerous outlaw motorcycle clubs in the world. Ruthless leadership style. Jeffrey Pike ruled with an iron fist. As national president, his first priority was control. Pike was obsessed with loyalty and paranoid about infiltration. Undercover law enforcement was the enemy, and Pike took extreme steps to prevent it. He implemented rigorous screening rules. New prospects had to be personally known by their sponsor for at least 5 years before even being considered. 5 years of observation, 5 years of trust building, 5 years of loyalty tests. This wasn't normal, it was extreme and effective. Under Pike's command, the Bandidos expanded aggressively. Membership grew into the thousands, spreading across the United States, Europe, and Australia. The club became global. But this growth came with violence. Pike's presidency was plagued with bloodshed, intimidation, and criminal activity. Yet inside the club, discipline was tight. Pike maintained order through fear, structure, and absolute authority. To many members, he wasn't just a president. He was untouchable. Murders and criminal operations. Jeffrey Pike's reign is inseparable from murder. In 2006, Anthony Benesch was killed. Benesch was attempting to establish a Hells Angels chapter in Austin, Texas, directly threatening Bandidos territory. According to prosecutors, the murder was ordered by Pike himself. The message was clear: there would be no rivals. Then there was the 2002 murder of Robert Lara. This killing was retaliation for the death of a Bandidos member, an example of Pike's zero-tolerance policy. Under his leadership, revenge wasn't emotional, it was strategic. Beyond murder, Pike oversaw massive drug trafficking operations. Through connections with the Texas Mexican Mafia, Pike helped move large quantities of narcotics. These operations generated serious money and cemented the Bandidos as a criminal powerhouse. Violence extended to rival clubs, especially the Cossacks. Texas became a battlefield. Clashes erupted repeatedly, each more brutal than the last, and all of it led toward one explosion of chaos. The Twin Peaks Shootout. On May 17, 2015, everything boiled over. At a Twin Peaks restaurant in Waco, Texas, more than 200 bikers from rival clubs gathered. What started as a minor dispute turned into one of the most violent biker shootouts in American history. Gunfire erupted across the parking lot. Bullets tore through walls, vehicles, and bodies. Diners ran for their lives. When it was over, 9 men were dead, 18 were injured. Jeffrey Pike wasn't physically present, but as national president, prosecutors argued he helped create the violent culture that made Twin Peaks inevitable. The shootout shocked the nation and drew massive law enforcement attention. The federal investigation that followed would finally bring Pike down. Trial and life sentence. In May 2018, Jeffrey Pike went to trial. The charges were devastating: racketeering, drug trafficking, murder. Pike tried to distance himself. He claimed the Bandidos were just motorcycle enthusiasts. He argued local chapters acted independently. The jury didn't buy it. Former Bandidos members testified. Evidence showed Pike ordering violence and overseeing criminal operations nationwide. His vice president, John Portillo, was convicted and sentenced to 2 life terms plus 20 years. Jeffrey Pike received life in prison plus 10 years. His reign was over. Personal life, the double life. Behind the violence was a strange contradiction. Pike was married to his longtime girlfriend, an accountant. They took cruise vacations. He was a father of 2 children who attended the University of Texas. He loved restoring cars, riding bicycles, listening to music, and even organizing concerts. In Maine, he worked with the Gorham Times, joined business groups, and was named Business Person of the Year in 2015. 2 lives, 1 public, 1 criminal. Legacy and final thoughts. Jeffrey Pike reshaped the Bandidos forever. His rules, structure, and ruthless leadership still influence the club today. Even behind bars, his shadow remains. He turned the Bandidos into a global criminal empire and paid for it with his freedom. So here's the question. What was the most surprising part of Jeffrey Pike's story? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe for more outlaw history. And hit that notification bell, because the next story is even darker.